And it also highlights the point that the immigration issue is now an issue that is addressed in a similar way by all political parties. We are all working with a similar goal. We are having different ways to see these things, but we agreed in this national program on certain issues, and it's a major achievement that all these governments in the different states and the federal government and the private area work and collaborate together. A very major point is also to bring children into the kindergartens, which is an issue because if we look into the data, a lot of children are not brought by their families into the kindergarten and have no experience and no chance to interact with the German society at all. It also makes it difficult for them to integrate. And you mentioned it, the government has to make some offers and proposals, not only ask the people to integrate, but also offer programs. And for this reason, all the language programs that you mentioned are also addressed here in Germany. There are special programs where we try to offer programs which make it easier for the children who have migrational backgrounds to handle the German language, starting in kindergarten, but going also to school and even at university. I recently attended an introductory meeting for teachers, for students who are becoming teachers, and they were offered language support for migrant teachers where in Turkish and Russian language, so they have the opportunity after the classes in university, if they have to write a thesis or something like that, to get support in the native language and get help to improve the German language capacities and to provide also this new knowledge to the pupils at schools when they finish the studies. So I think this is a comprehensive approach that is addressed by the government, and there's many more topics which are addressed. For example, athletics is perceived as a key element for integration, so sports associations are involved, and especially the entrepreneurs who come from foreign countries and have been successful in Germany are also invited to offer trainings for their fellows and to offer jobs for the fellows, and this is also in collaboration, for example, with the Turkish communities of entrepreneurs, and is also very successful. 400 jobs have been created per year in Hamburg alone for this group of people. And I think the key message that we can take from all this experience is that we have to work with the immigrants, that we don't have to focus on the government or to focus on the charities that are mainly based on churches or on unions, but that we have to collaborate with the people who are addressed by the offers that we want to give them. And you mentioned it, they want to be successful. They came here to Germany to get a new life and to build a foundation for their families, and that always includes, of course, integration. I don't think that people come to another country to become isolated. That's not the goal of the people nowhere in the world. And that was a deficit of Germany. It took quite a long to realize this. But I think, as you mentioned it, we are now on the right path and taking the first right steps. And I know that Fanny Detloff will tell us some experiences maybe where we can do some things better, especially on the European level. But as a government, we need this feedback, and we just can create programs, but as you said, we need an evaluation, and we need this evaluation by the people who benefit from the programs, by the societies who conduct the programs, and of course by professionals. And this is also the step that was included in the program, that we want to implement evaluation programs in order to find out if the money is used efficiently. But I have to admit that especially in Hamburg, these programs are not fully implemented. We are lagging behind. There are different states like Bavaria and Württemberg who have monitoring systems, but here in Hamburg, that's something where we can improve our job in this area. So I think I will leave it to the discussion to go into more details, and thank you for your attention.